So they say that we should not have Facebook running while this is going on your computer because
Right,
it's
correct.
confusing. So I'm going to see what happens if I go to it on my phone.
Hello, world. But yeah, John, I see you on our
You're on
Facebook
Facebook
page.
and YouTube.
Facebook, your Facebook page. Hello, world. I'm gonna check YouTube now.
Did we put any text or anything on that destination?
John and Kyle test.
Did we put any text or anything on that?
What were you asking, John? I'm sorry.
No, you answered John and Kyle text. So you saw test. You saw the that on YouTube.
Yep, I just checked. Looks good.
Okay. I'm going to remove our pictures for just a second. So Fred thinks that the background is distracting.
I agree.
When you put 6 or 8 people up there, it's not going to matter.
No, I mean, wouldn't we be able to just remove the background when we start the presentation?
So the way it's going to start. I could add Fred to the conversation just like I've added you just then. This is a standard background that they have, just a plain black background.
Yep.
I think that the gray background here with the dots in it, if Ryan could send me that, could put that in there, and that would be, it would kind of carry on going from.
So what do we need to, this is an important question, I think. What do we need to do with Hancock Whitney during this thing? Do they need static branding? Do they need a pre-roll? Do they need?
I think the only thing that they promised them is at the beginning of the event, the screen is going to start out like this.
Gotcha.
And that's how the screen starts, and that's what they get. Now, they have the capability of adding a video, and I've told everybody that. So I can pop a video in at any time.
AARP Louisiana would like to thank the advocate for this timely and important.
Just like that.
Yeah, I think ideally in this we would move from the beginning screen to that gray just background if possible. Because I do agree. I agree when you don't have the whole thing full, that it can be, like that's totally fine.
You think that background right there is fine?
I mean, it has like little flowers on it or something, which I don't think is terrible, but maybe if you could just get the gray background, I think that'd be fine too.
You see so there's the flowers. There's no background at all.
Yeah, I think that's
what happens. Yeah, it can just be solid black.
Okay. I think that's totally, I wouldn't even ask for the gray thing. I just use this.
Yeah. And then the only thing Ron said is if we get more sponsors, it'll be more names on that backdrop.
Yep.
So the problem when I first did this with a bunch of people, if you see where you and I are down at the bottom, well, it puts about 6 down there across the bottom. And then there's a second row. And it's kind of weird how the page, I can't make the page. In other words,
do you need to zoom out any?
I tried that, but it still stays in the same proportion, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
The boxes in the bottom. Now I just took the window and I maximized the window on the screen, so that might help. But when you're having to add, remove, the only way to do that is by clicking on that. There's no fast way to do it. But yeah, it's live. I don't think it's that big a deal.
Gotcha.
So, in broadcast.